Good morning everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Sadge, this is Alan. We live in our beautiful van Apollo and this week we're off to Switzerland. We've been through France and we're going to make our way over Lake Geneva and do a little loop really, back into France for Chamonix. We've just done a Carrefour shop because we've heard horror stories about the prices in Switzerland. So we've just stocked up on as many loo rolls, fizzy water, cheese and ham as you could possibly get. Now we're just going to get some petrol, lest we have to pay Swiss prices. I think that means it doesn't work. Station en panne. Let's put the old Google Translate on it. Station broken down. Are they all broken down?
All broken.
Oh. So much for cheap fuel for us. Let's go somewhere incredibly expensive then.
Probably find some on the way, right?
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade.
We've heard some stories online of people getting weighed at borders in the EU and their vans being too heavy and getting fined a lot of money. So we've dumped some of our precious water this morning, which is slightly annoying, but it's better than getting a giant fine. I'd be interested if anyone's been fined or heard of anyone that's been fined. What was it like? Was it a big fine? I'm sure we'll be fine going through customs, but you never know, do you?
Yeah, we don't really know how much Apollo weighs, do we? We've never put her on a weigh bridge, so it might be alright, but I don't know.
Basically found the last petrol station before Switzerland. It's going to be expensive. Nearly 95 euros for half a tank of diesel.
Some of you may have noticed that it's always me driving the van. I know some of you have noticed because I've had quite a few comments saying, "Oh Sadge, why is she not driving the van?" There's a reason for that. I've got quite bad anxiety around being the passenger when I'm being driven in a vehicle. Had it for a long time, it's got steadily worse. I just find it really hard to relax. I get quite anxious, quite nervous, so I just tend to always do the driving. Sadge has driven a bit, but I just get really quite unsettled.
It's fairly common, lots of people struggle with anxiety. If you're struggling, it's important to know that you're not alone. It's not always easy to know where to get help if you've never looked before, and that's why this week's video is kindly sponsored by BetterHelp.
So BetterHelp offers customised online therapy. You can do voice, you can do chat, you can do over the internet. You don't have to see your therapist if you don't want to. It can all just be done with typing. It's really, really flexible.
BetterHelp have over 20,000 therapists within their service who have a wide range of expertise. They can often help with things that you're unable to get support with within your community or local services.
Super easy. You just go online, you fill out a very short, simple questionnaire, and within 48 hours you're matched to one of these therapists that best suits your sort of needs and personality. Then going forward, what you do is you schedule sessions, whether it's video or whether it's over the internet. Everything's completely confidential and it's all done with a secure online platform.
Another thing that I love is that you can message your therapist as many times as you want, so you've got that ability to have that constant communication.
So my therapist's name is Ellen. She's really easy to get on with, and one of the things that we've been looking at is having a person-centered approach. So that very much puts you at the heart of your therapy, so you very much guide the discovery, guide the process. It's something that's just really worked well for me. It's been really nice to be in control of that process and to kind of go where I feel I need to go.
BetterHelp is so popular they're currently trying to recruit even more therapists, so why not join the over 2 million people that have taken control of their mental health and join BetterHelp.
You can get 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/runningoffgrid. That's betterhelp.com/runningoffgrid.
So we don't think it's actually a border for Switzerland. We're hoping to get a vignette, which you need to drive on the roads in Switzerland. But we appear to now be in Switzerland because you can see CERN, the Large Hadron Collider, here. But yeah, no border.
Wait, look.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Here's the border. You just drive straight through it. Okay, so we just drove through. There was nowhere that we could see to get a vignette, and then there was just all this giant sign going, "Vignette compulsory." So I hope we've not been fined. There's a petrol station back there, so we're going to try and get one from there. Never easy, is it, borders? Never simple. So you can see that the diesel here is 2.40. Very glad that we filled up just on the border. Bloomin' hell.
Success.
Bonjour, success. 40 something francs CHF.
Where was it we drove without a vignette the whole way? Was it Austria?
Yeah. And this is a year. You can only get a year.
Yeah. And you got to stick it on the window.
Yeah. Where should I stick it then?
On the front.
What, just in there?
Yeah, somewhere prominent in it. Yeah. Beautiful.
Da-da-da. Our first vignette of the entire trip, actually.
Yeah, but
Yeah, we haven't even.
probably should have had a few more. Right, should we try and get to this CERN then?
CERN.
So we made a quick pit stop just after we got our vignette. We came to CERN, home of the Higgs boson and the Large Hadron Collider. You can't film any of it basically. They had a big warning about how you mustn't, you're not allowed to film other people or the staff or any of it really, but the car park's behind me, and if I turn the camera around, there's that, which is a sort of museum thing. It was very interesting though. We did a nice little tour. A lady from Greece gave us a thorough explanation of CERN and its rich history. If you are ever on the French-Swiss border, pop to CERN. It's definitely worth a day out. They do a free tour. You've got to get here 2 hours before and you can book onto the tour. Now we need to find somewhere to park, and we haven't really looked into it too much in Switzerland, but I don't think it's going to be as easy as France, put it that way. Tally ho.
Just driving through the very built up centre of Geneva. Must admit, I'm glad I'm not driving. It's a little bit hectic, but we're hoping to get out on the shore of the lake soon, because that'll be a little bit easier.
A few moments later.
So it's still quite built up now around Lake Geneva. Lots of 3-hour limit car parks and quite small spaces. Put something in park for night, so we just sort of hope it'll be alright when we get there. But like all these things, we always underestimate how built up it's going to be. Like Lake Como, it's quite busy.
What about that?
Yeah, there.
Can I get around there?
Can you get around though? Now that is a find. In the shade, in the corner. Got a little bench here to sit on. Nice little bit of greenery if you want to put a blanket on and read a book. Whew, perfecto. I'm glad we found this. You can just tell it's going to get a bit stressful. No. Switzerland came through. Result?
It's alright, isn't it? And it's in the shade.
Nice. Very lucky.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Nice. On to go to the plage.
La plage?
La plage. You're gonna go for a run. I'm gonna lie on my back and do nothing.
Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3.
Good morning, everyone. We had a bit of a tricky time filming yesterday. Really wanted to show you down by the lake, but it's a really tiny area. I'm walking down now, so you'll see there's loads of kids everywhere and people were looking a bit hostile at the camera. So yeah, it's really challenging. I think most of the time vlogging is fine, but when it's clear people don't want you to, I just turn the camera off because I think it takes the mickey. Anyway, the CERN tour that we did yesterday, the guide was really clear, like you do not film the other participants or the guide. So we looked on the web, and there's really strict privacy laws with filming and taking photos. Like if you take a photo of someone, they can demand right there and then that you delete it. So maybe it's like a cultural thing in Switzerland. So yeah, we're gonna have to be a bit careful when we're here, when we're vlogging. So I'm just walking down to the little beach area now. I'm gonna try and do a little bit of yoga. I always feel a bit weird doing it in public, but I'm just going to go for it and be brave because no one's looking at me. And then Alan's gone for quite a long run, so he's going to be a while. And then we're going to head off to Lucerne. I don't know if we're going to do a boat trip over to Evian yet. We're going to see what the prices, but yeah, look how nice this is. Just so gorgeous to be able to come down here in the morning and do a bit of yoga. I'm gonna miss it when we get back to the UK. I'm gonna miss it. Well, Alan's finished his run, I've done my yoga, and we've just driven to a little service station. I popped in and got one baguette, not like a special baguette, just a baguette, 2 pain au chocolat. Guess how much? £8.40. We all knew Switzerland was expensive, but my goodness, this is crazy expensive. So I don't think we'll be doing many bakery trips in the near future. We just filled up with some water and done the toilet. Super weird. So this is your standard kind of paid for air, but it's free, which is quite unusual that we've seen in Switzerland so far in part of the night. But you can plug in. Why? I don't really understand that. They wouldn't want people sitting at the terminal for 6 hours while they charge the batteries up. So I don't know, slightly odd. I'm just really loving Switzerland though. It is just like a bit of a paradise really. Like everywhere you go there's just so many public services, like public loos everywhere, kids playgrounds, loads of places to sit. You can tell that they've really sort of thought about the layout and put things together. Ample parking. It's a bit of a, in a way, it's a real van life paradise if you're incredibly rich, which we are not. So we're not staying for too long.
But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, maybe you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed. Think you're something out of my nightmares, standing right there. But if I lay down and I play dead.
Fromage. Sans fromage, s'il vous plaît. Je suis un bébé. I definitely should learn the word for pregnant. I think I just said, I am a baby. I am baby. They know what I meant. So I know that a few of you have been asking about me and the baby, and asking about whether we're buying things and wanting to contribute and buy stuff for the baby. So we've put together an Amazon wish list for you. If you want to contribute, links in the description below. Well, we've made it. Massive car park just down from the village of Gruyere. How much was it? £3.50?
Yeah, it's a bit of a shock. When you're in France, you never pay for any parking. Switzerland, I love it. Absolutely love it. We need to get this blue disc thing as well, which we haven't got, so.
Try and find one of those at some point.
Yeah.
So yeah, Apollo's all locked up. We're going to walk up to the village, and then hopefully by the time we get there, the museum will be open.
I look like such a state today. I've run out of all my clothes.
Ready for a run.
I've got like, yeah, little blue gym shorts on.
We really need to find a laundry.
I'm sick of putting suntan cream on, so I'm going with a hat all the time.
very nice. Very medieval centre. Reminds me of Yavor in France. Gorgeous. Or Tallinn.
Yeah, you all travelled like.
We're seeing fondue like everywhere basically. Looks like it comes with ham, salad, potatoes. So good. I don't actually know if I could have fondue. I don't think I could because of the pasteurised, but that'd be amazing. Okay, here we are at the HR Geiger Museum. Thoughts?
It's quite erotic, but also quite unsettling. It's a weird sensation to be aroused and sort of unsettled at the same time. It's pretty dark stuff, Geiger.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Really good though. If you're a fan, I recommend it.
A lot of penises and vaginas mixed with mechanisms and machinery. It's weird.
It's weird.
Where are we now?
We are at the Callier chocolate factory.
Come on, lads.
Do a chocolate factory tour. Apparently at the end they just have like all these tables laid out with unlimited samples of the different chocolates you can get.
I'm gonna eat so much chocolate.
Yes.
Come on, let's do this.
Okay.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer. No, man, I still go. Go, 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 yeah, go, go, go. Hustle.
I've eaten like 12 already.
Right, we're out. I only bought 2 bars of chocolate because I'm being incredibly well behaved and controlled. What did you think, Sadge?
Yeah, I loved it. That was a really fun thing to do, especially for our anniversary. And I got lots of free chocolate.
You're not meant to take them out. She stole those.
Yeah, no, it's brilliant.
Kids.
Can't go to Switzerland without going to a chocolate factory.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, friends. We'll be back next Sunday with another video. If you like our content, please give us a subscribe and a like. And if you want, you can buy us a coffee. Links in the description below.
Bye, everyone.